So when we were working on the growth charter of acquiring, engaging, retaining and monetizing users, we realized that we had a lot of ideas and hypotheses, but we wanted a lot more concrete direction and conviction on which path we want to take. So that's when we realized that we need a lot more user research and user feedback. We started doing some qualitative user research. We also did some offline surveys, but the response rate was fairly low there, right? So that's kind of when we realized that we wanted a product which we can integrate into our flows and do user research at scale, right? In that process, we kind of were evaluating, various tools. Because we wanted like a quick off-the-shelf plug-and-play solution. Our engineering team was busy with many other developments that they were working on. And in that, evaluation phase, we came across Apxor. When we started interacting with the team and took a demo of the product, we really liked it. And then we did some pilots and we're very happy with how the experience was. So that's kind of how our journey and integration with Apxor started.
How did Apxor help Vedantu?
So with Apxor, we've I think launched more than 300 surveys so far. In the last 3 months itself, the surveys that we launched hit a user base or a scale of more than 150,000 users. And we've kind of had a response rate upwards of 50%, compared to the traditional 10-20% response rate that you would get otherwise, right? I think the scale at which we are now able to get user feedback is kind of quite unprecedented, and all of this is happening without like any negative impact on user experience, right? So we kind of monitor the experience metrics and we're not seeing like any dip there, right? So overall, I think it's been like a really good experience running a lot of surveys at scale and getting quick user feedback.
How did Apxor help you improve your conversion metrics?
So Apxor really helped us understand the reasons for drop-off at each stage of the funnel. And through a detailed feedback, we were able to understand the user motivations, needs, right? Why they're dropping off at certain stages. So this really helped in informing our product strategy and product roadmap, right? So we started getting like really rich feedback. So that's kind of how it has helped us.
What was the impact of Apxor surveys on your business metrics?
So Apxor surveys really helped us in understanding our user persona much better, because of which we were able to kind of get a lot more efficiency on our sales and marketing costs, right? So our sales and marketing ROI significantly improved, and we were able to do a cost saving of around 1 crore in that area. These insights also kind of help a lot of our product features and roadmap going forward, right? And we kind of continue to iterate on top of that and deliver much more ROI on our sales and marketing spends.
Can you talk about the specific survey which helped you save 1 crore in sales costs?
So one of the important charters we were working on was product-led lead qualification to help improve our sales cost significantly. As a part of that charter, we were working on improving our user understanding through rich user profiling. So for that, we needed to run a lot of multi-step response-based surveys, and we did progressive profiling over a period of time. Coupled with our data science models and the rich user feedback that we got from these surveys, we could really identify the high-intent users from the low-intent users. And we started passing only the high-intent users for our sales team to work on. So that way the sales efficiency improved significantly and our sales cost came down significantly. Overall, it was kind of a win-win.
What are the different teams of Vedantu that use Apxor, and how easy or difficult did your teams find using Apxor?
So we found Apxor quite easy to use. So in the product team, pretty much everyone uses it. In the business side, some teams in sales, marketing, category management, they use it. Overall, I think we've been able to kind of launch a lot of surveys very, very quickly. So we're able to launch, test, iterate, kind of and scale them in less than 15 minutes, right? So we've kind of gotten a good hang of using the product right now.
How was your experience with integrating Apxor? Was it effortless?
Yeah, I think it was effortless. It was quite straightforward, the SDK implementation into our mobile app. We were able to kind of get it up and running quite easily. I think the Apxor team also helped us whenever we needed them. I think from a performance perspective, reliability, scalability, all of that is not a challenge. At scale for millions of users also, we were able to kind of deploy it without any issues, and we get real-time feedback.
With the current macroeconomic conditions, and EdTech in particular, only products that have higher ROI are seeing retention. How important is Apxor in your stack? Can you provide any detail around ROI?
Yeah, I think what you're saying is true. That at this point, I think there is heavy focus on ROI, and profitability, right? So that's kind of how the macro environment is. Unfortunately, there were certain tools in our repertoire which we had to, take certain calls on and move out of that ecosystem, right? But with respect to Apxor, at least we've kind of seen a consistent at least 5x ROI. So that continues to be, in our portfolio of products that we continue to use.
Did you get to check our newly launched survey templates?
The team working on it is definitely, using it or will use it very soon, right? So I'm sure they will use these newer templates to get much more deeper feedback and learning from our users.
Would you recommend Apxor to other product and growth teams?
Oh, I would definitely recommend it. It's a strong yes from my side. I think getting rich user feedback is very, very important for any product which kind of wants to, improve on all its KPIs and metrics. So I think, like for me, it's a no-brainer. I would definitely recommend it.